Hello, friends. Happy Sunday. How are you? It's the most wonderful time of the year. Very excited to be here. I'm running around in typical Vicky style because, always trying to do 10 things at the same time. So, hello, Natalie. Hi, Heather. Hi, Teresa and Kari and Elaine. How are you guys doing? Hi, Shine. How are you, my friend? So happy to see you. I tried to pick what my attire would be for today. So I went with a snowball sweater and then see my snowman earrings. Can you see them? There's, I think, the boy snowman and the girl, or this is the boy and this is the girl, snow girl and snowman. Hi, Kim. Hi, Sarah. Oh, so many of you guys joining me. Very excited about that. It could be a quiet Sunday. It could be a lots of friends Sunday. But I'm finding these days with, I think, getting closer to the holiday season and everybody's so busy that a lot of you guys watch after the fact. So if you are joining in after, hi. I hope you get something out of today. That will be fun. Thank you, Bobby Joe. I had a good hair day, and it's a second hair day, and I was happy with my hair. Hi, Jordan. How you doing? How's school going? Are you done? Are you home for a bit? Hello from Wisconsin. Hello, Robin. How are you? Hello, Karen. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello from New Zealand. I love it. In Oakland, California, it's stormy. Is it storm? It's raining and stuff there, right? Are you having a stormy day? We had crazy winds yesterday, like crazy, crazy, crazy winds yesterday. But today, and it's summer out there. Like, I don't understand it. It should not be this warm in December here. So I'm hoping that turns around because it worries me with global warming and it shouldn't be this warm. We should have lots of snow on the ground. And I apologize because I have a cold. So I have lots to drink here, but if I start to cough or my nose is running, I apologize for that now. It started on Friday when we did Friday Night Live, and I was finding I was a little stuffy and then woke up with a full on head cold. So crazy. So Jordan is saying school is very busy. She writes her last exam on Tuesday and then she's done till January. And enjoy your break. And I hope you get a chance to craft with me. Friday, the winds in Texas were so bad too, crazy. And then, oh my goodness, the tornadoes and stuff that's going on in this world. If that has affected you in some way, I'm so sorry and sending so much love out your way. But yeah, craziness going on around the world right now, right? So let's just take our mind off of it for a little bit and we can do some crafting. I know some of you guys are going to be crafting along, but I know some of you guys just love to have company while you're doing something else. My friend Patty said, I think I'll come and I'll join in, but I'll wrap Christmas presents. And I'm like, the more the merrier. If you guys feel the urge to craft with me or you're just hanging out doing something else, I'm just happy to have you here. So thank you already for the thumbs up, the hearts. If you haven't already, like and subscribe on YouTube and make sure that you are following as well on Facebook. Before we get started, remember, I'm going to do the images to start talking about it, but I had a little brainchild on Friday that I decided I want to do 5 days of giving back. So giveaways. So for this week, I've already kind of worked out in my head. One day is going to be a warm wishes giveaway, and I'm going to post it on Instagram and Facebook. So you have 2 chances to win. You can post on both of those. I am going to do a Fernwood giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway to my online store. So that's 3 days so far. I'm going to do a tools giveaway where I do a whole bunch of my favorite things kind of thing. And I don't remember what the 5th day was. I don't know. Maybe it'll be another day of gift certificates to the store, or maybe I might do 2 Fernwood class event giveaways. So that could be, if you're international, then you can have the access only. If you are in the US or Canada, I can ship. I might do on that day, I might do 2 access onlys and 2 kit giveaways. Won't that be fun? So be watching for that, a day crafting with you in person. That I would love that. If you were local, right, that you could get here, I would love that. But 5 days of lots of serious thank yous coming from Vicky. That's me. I like to talk about myself in third person, but it's going to be a serious 5 days of giveaways to give back, because you guys have been showing up. Seriously, so many of you are here every single time I go live, or catch it when you can. The love, the support, placing orders in my store, supporting me with my online classes, just being here and showing up for me. I love you guys so much, and I want to make sure I give back. So we're starting with doing this whole holiday crafting session, which, can I show you? Okay, I don't want to drop it because I kind of have it laid out, but look at, there's a little village, and I have to show you this one. So do you remember that if you were here on Friday, where's the camera? Here. Do you see stained glass windows in the little church? So I just kept playing and finished my little village. And we're going to be painting the trees today. We're going to be adhering this. I love it. So I don't want to drop this. So just a second, because you know I would if you've met me before. So in with that, 5 days of giveaways on Instagram and Facebook. So tell your friends, share it. I always, as a business owner and being like a girl boss, I have to always be aware of growing my social media numbers, even though for me, I don't care for the popularity of the whole thing. It's just the business thing. It's right. The people out there who make decisions, they always need to see something number wise. So I'm always trying to grow those, and I'm not good at it because I'm not a huge self promoter. I'm not good at that. So if you can share it with your friends and all the rest, I would love that. If I can grow my numbers as organically as possible, I would love that. So make sure you follow on Facebook and Instagram. Those giveaways will be all week. And then I literally will draw names probably the following week, package everything that is shippable off, and it will go out all before Christmas. And then the other things we're doing is on Tuesday, I'm going to wrap up the wreath, like put all the finishing touches of this. It's not really a wreath. It's a hula hoop diorama kind of dealio with rainbow houses. We're going to finish this on Tuesday. And then this Friday, we're going to do a bonus class with cut files. I'm going to add the cut files that Nicole Noasad so generously designed. There's one, if Natalie says it's okay, I'm going to post one that she shared with me, and I'm going to draw up a couple extra. And on Friday night, it's going to be using those cut files to do, I'm going to do a page for your documenting December daily, whatever it is, that. And then some of the standalone ones that we can then add on next Sunday. I'm going to be doing a crafting day with Warm Wishes and Tim Holtz. So we're going to make some Christmas projects as our Christmas party. And then I am going to be taking a break. I'm going to be shutting it down for a little bit over the holidays. I will randomly peek in before the 24th. I would like to have on my Facebook group, on the Vicky Booten Creative Community, I would like to have a cocktail hour or tea or milk, whatever you drink, water, but just where we sit and chat. So I would love to do that as well. We'll just have to pick a day for that. So all of that is coming. Like I said, just really would like to spend some time with you guys, because you guys just, I have to get a Kleenex because as I'm talking to you, my nose is running. So I have to walk over there. Just give me 1 second, because that would not be pretty. Nobody wants to see that. So just give me a minute. I apologize. Gross, right? But the struggle is real, man. First cold I've had in a long time. I'm back. So yes, I think I've said all of the things. You know, I come on here and it's not written down. I just want to remind you of the super fun things. And I've probably missed lots of things you guys have said. So say it again. But I'm going to put a cocktail recipe for peach bellinis up on my website. And we are going to, if you want to partake, and you could do totally a virgin version of that if you don't want to have like the mimosa in there. I think I bought, actually, mimosa is another drink. I bought Prosecco and a whole bunch. So I'm going to put my recipe up and I'm going to cheers to you guys. And then for sure, I'll meet up probably on New Year's Eve. I will pop in here because I'm an old lady. And even though my mug says it, and I would like to go do it for my cup of tea. See, this is me. Just dance it out in the grocery store, wherever. I will pop in here because I know a lot of you are probably like me and maybe don't have plans for New Year's, so we can connect. We don't have to craft. We can just chat and craft on individual projects, whatever you want to do. You tell me what you need from me, and I'm going to give it to you. So I love it. So did I miss anything? I think we should do, like Sarah, like a drink recipe and a snack recipe, and I'll start the thread and then all of you guys add, because I'm always looking for things. So maybe it'll be like some kind of like dip. I'll put like my favorite dip because I've got some good ones. So I'm going to start that on our Vicky Booten Creative community. And then maybe on Thursday, maybe the 23rd, we can meet up that night for just a little catch up. No crafting if you don't want to, or you could craft while I'm talking because I'm really good at it. And we can do that. What's on your earrings? Snowmen. Can you see them? So look, I don't know. It's a girl, snow girl, and a boy. And I don't know if I'm showing you the right ones, but they're bauble bar, right? Bauble bar. And Patty, I'm going to do like a snack that we could have even if you are kind of watching what you're eating. I do this pizza dip with celery and it's so yummy. So we'll talk about all those things. And yes, the virgin version, right? You don't have to you could make the Bellini with like a Sprite or a bubbly and it could be delicious. So I'll have one of each so we can taste test them, but I love it. So, oh my goodness, friends, how you guys doing? How are your plans for the holidays? Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, everybody gets a break this time of year, right? So, even if that means you're solo, you're hanging out by yourself, plan something special just for you, right? And I will be here to connect with you guys and to support you in any way that I can. But if you're getting to see family or not, I want you to have some special time for yourself. So cuddle up, watch movies, cook some good food, take good care of yourself because you deserve it. So make sure you're doing something super special for yourself during the holidays. I think there's lots of you here chatting, and can you tell? I'm super excited today. So take a deep breath. And I will calm it down because I know some of you love or hate that, right? But it's okay. You can love or hate me. You can hate the sound of my voice and watch the crafting with no sound on. You do whatever. As long as you're showing up, I'm happy for it, right? Hello, friends. So I will post the pizza dip because it is the most simple dip ever, but is delicious. Like whenever I put that one out there, like they mow it down. So I love that I can eat it with vegetables if I don't want to do crackers or corn chips or whatever, right? So anyway, oh, is Sue's Fish here? Oh my goodness, one of my favorite scrapbookers. If you are not familiar with her, you need to find her. And she loves Barbie, I think maybe even more than I do. So if you don't know that crafter, definitely check her out. And Julie, I see you, friend, Julie Beaver. And guess what? You were so right. I got my Gemini out and put the Tim Holtz dies on it, and they went through it like butter. So thank you for saving me. You saved me because I love those dies and I was really struggling, probably because the pressure on my ancient Sizzix die cut machine wasn't working, but you saved my life. I die cut a whole bunch with the behind me Gemini, and it worked so well. So thank you, friend. That's what's so amazing about this crafting community is you guys share with me as much or more than I share with you. So I love that. And it's true facts, Suze. I really love your crafting, and I'm very happy that you continually share with us because, we find inspiration all over. And if I'm not vocal enough telling you guys, I see everything that you're out there doing, and I really love it. So yay. Okay, I'm flipping the camera around. I think you've looked at me long enough. With at least I went and got eczema cream and my eyelids better. So I put a little mascara on today so I don't scare you. But yeah, totally crazy. Hi, Carol. How are you? So I'm going to flip the camera. You can play along with me with what I'm doing, or you can just be doing your own thing. It's totally a-okay, whatever you want to do today, even if you just want to hang out and keep company with this awesome community. I love every single one of you that chats with people here. Lots of them need it. So just know that you aren't alone out there, that when you interact with people online in these kind of groups, some people really appreciate that kind of interaction. So thank you so much. I do. Hi, Karen. Question. Got your address, but lots want it for cards. Help. So I will post it on our private group. Okay, because you can find it, but I don't want to on this video where it's just out here. But I will post it because I'd love for you guys to share. There are so many. I'm almost done, and we'll turn around to do the crafting. So many of you guys send me mail, gifts, like freaking your art, a quilt. Got a quilt that's beautiful in the mail, handmade cards, earrings, so many wonderful things. And I am the worst at responding to that. So I'm trying. I've kept stacks of cards. So if you just get a random card over the holidays from me, or if I missed you, just send me an email and say, hey, I would love a card. I won't take it the wrong way. I sent you something and I would love a card from you, Vicki. Then I'd happily do that. So just email me your address at vickybootenkits@gmail.com. And I'm going to go through as many as I can because I really, really, really do appreciate it. And if I don't say it enough, I want you to know. My mother taught me, right? You should always say thank you. And I don't want you to think that it goes unnoticed. It 100% does. And I love and cherish every single thing that I receive in the mail from you guys. So thank you so much. So let's flip the camera. I had to say that. And I needed eye contact for that because I hope you can feel it and hear it from the heart. I really do. It means a lot. Thank you. You love my sweater. Do you know how many of these I have? Like if Vicki sees a sweater with rainbows, ruffles, pom-poms, tassels, I'm a freaking weirdo. I buy it. So yes, I love it. So let's flip the camera and do the things. You ready? Let me find it. Ooh, I almost removed it. That would have been a nightmare. Question. Which cutter should I get? Brother Scan and Cut, Cricut, or Silhouette? So Laura, I don't know a lot about the Brother Scan and Cut, but it's one I would love to buy. So some of you guys, okay, we'll chat for a bit because whatever, it's just Sunday. I'm going to chat for a bit. If you want to come back for the meat and potatoes, give me about 10, 15 more minutes. Because this is the time of year that a lot of you guys will wish list tools and electric cutting machines or manual die cutting machines or photo printers, like, my favorite, the Epson PictureMate 400, worth every single penny. And I did buy just recently, I think it's down here, a whole bunch of different photo papers to try because my favorite Staples one has been out of stock for a while. So I ordered a bunch. Everything I've got is not as thick as the Staples, I have to say. So when it comes, I'm hoping it comes back in stock. I will let you guys all know. But there's lots of things. So I'm going to tell you differences, okay? The Cricut, I love. The Cricut is an amazing machine. But I started my whole die cutting, electronic die cutting with a Silhouette. So I love my Silhouette. And what I love about the Silhouette is I just forgot the word. Sorry, I have a head cold, so my brain is slow. What do you call it? Not the program, but the support, where you put your designs in. And if you want to be more advanced with what you're going to be doing, I love software, the Silhouette software. I love the Cricut machine, but I am hoping one day that Cricut will make their software a little bit more advanced. So that would be my feedback. I love both machines. I have both machines. The Cricut cuts beautifully, like seriously cuts beautifully, but I find the software isn't as advanced as the Silhouette. The Brother Scan and Cut, and you guys tell me if you're out there. The Brother Scan and Cut, I feel, is probably a good combination of both, and it will cut many, many things. But it's not as widely purchased as probably the Cricut is the most widely purchased because there's tons of support. and lots of general crafters use the Cricut. Like I said, I love all of them. I would say you can't go wrong with any of them. Do a little bit of research, know what you want to use it for. If Cricut and you're going to use for pretty much very general, just using cut files and doing vinyl, and then I would say 100% the Cricut. The Silhouette, the machine is good, not as good, I would say, as the Cricut now that I've used both. Like, it's very sturdy, the Cricut, but the software is, I find, more advanced and there's more uses. Does anybody agree with any of this if you have all three of them? And I do. I have the brand new, the Cricut, and I love it. But the software is very tricky. I can't find things when I'm in there. And talking to Cricut pros would even agree with that, is that's one thing they need is the software. You should have different options to maybe something a little bit more advanced. But I want to know what Sherry just said. I was told at Staples that there is a good possibility they are rebranding the photo paper because of it being a Staples brand, and it shouldn't be out of stock everywhere. I can't find it online. That's all I know, Sherry, and I love it. The quality. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea just a sec. The quality of the Staples Photo Supreme satin paper is like getting photos from a really good photo lab. Like, it is exceptionally good. So I hope that they don't, because I don't think people, when scrapbooking was huge, everybody was printing at home. And I don't think that's as much of a thing anymore. I think most people don't even print their photos from their phone and such. But yeah, that's what I'd have to say about that. So Dorina is saying, love my Scan and Cut, but I sure don't use it as much as I should. And mine is the original one. However, there are classes for it, and newer Scan and Cuts do so much more than mine. So here is what I found. So I have a friend, her name is Julie Fifen Balzer, and she I might not be saying that right at all. I apologize, Julie, if you're ever watching this, but she works with Brother Scan and Cut. And when I was used to go and go on the shopping channel, HSN, she would be there demoing it. And I mean, that thing is freaking amazeballs. So I know you can quilt and cut all your quilting fabric. So I'd have to say it's probably like the platinum machine, but there's so many of them out there now. But you can't go wrong with, I don't think, any of them. That's what I'd have to say. Any of them. To just research what you want to use it for, how advanced you want to get, and then you can make the decision from there. But I have to say they're all awesome. Joanna is saying, I like the Brother mostly for cutting out stamped images. Love my Silhouette. I only had the original Cricut when you had to buy cartridges. Yes, right? Definitely check out Julie. She's a pretty amazing artist. So yes, I've known her for years. Met her when I taught classes for the first time in Paris, and we rode in on the train together from the airport and spent time together, and have known her and met her mom many times at CHA. She's really awesome. I'm original from the beginning with the first Silhouette, and their programs are superior. I also have a Scan and Cut used with many card making stamps, and I've found it easy to use. I don't think you can go wrong, right? So you found your Staples on Amazon. I'll have to check that out, Joe. Are you in the US or Canada though? Because that could be an issue for me here. Okay, flipping the camera. I think I've covered let's do it. Any other questions before? This is the day. Ask me anything that you need to know, that if I can help you, I will. I've been around for a long time, used a lot of the things, the US. So I don't know, Joe, if I can find that here or not in Canada. But maybe I'm going to have to be getting one of my friends that I always, Greta, hit up for an order, that maybe she will order me some and send it to my US mailing address. But yes, I love the Staples brand Photo Supreme Satin 4x6 or the 8.5x11. Cut it down to the sizes you need. It is amazing. And usually when I buy it, when they have it online at Staples, they'll usually do buy one, get one half, or buy one, get one. And then I buy like 6 packs because I'll spend all the money, because I'm telling you, if you're printing at home, I have never found a photo paper better than that one. It's exceptional. Vicky, which Cricut do you have? The newest one. What is it? Is it the Maker 3, whatever the brand new Cricut is the one that Cricut sent me, and I love it. But that's why I need some downtime, because I need some time to learn how to do all of the things. I'm going to make a handmade Christmas album. So you might see me just pop in and say, hey, I'm just playing if you want to watch or see what I'm doing, but I'm going to make a whole bunch of things I'd like to over the holidays. Do you have a small photo printer? I sure do. And the best one out there, and I'm not going to apologize. I do 100% believe this, and I own like a version of all of them, is the Epson PictureMate 400. And they go on there. A lot of them are on sale this time of year. During Christmas are usually on sale. It is a printer that will print 4x6 or 5x7, but it uses ink. So it's not a thermal printer, or it uses ink. The photos that, let's see, I probably have some here. Let me look where my photo drawer is. And I even comb the back of my hair so I don't scare you. But let me find. I organized my room. Can you tell? Now I don't know where Vicky put anything. That Vicky. But they're in a drawer somewhere. But I want to show you the quality. If I can find them. Oh, here. Here we go. Okay. So to show you what these prints look like. Let me find one. So here, this is printed off of that. Look at the color on that with my lovely father-in-law, who is not with us anymore. And Deb, she'd kill me if don't tell her I showed you that picture. But let's see some other ones. Like these are all printed from that, my little personal printer. And I love them. And because you guys are going to ask, I use Print to Size, or the Epson app, or Pick Stitch. Those are the apps. I love Print to Size because I can drop 2x2s all on my 4x6 and print them out with white borders. Love it. It is probably, but I don't be mad at me, but I think it's only works with iPhone. So hopefully that helps. I have a photography class that I need to repost, and then we need to do a part 2 to it. Those are plans for this coming year. But anybody who has taken that, I've only heard like people really love that. The other thing I want you guys to hold me accountable to are things that I've said I'm going to do that I haven't completed, because some are finished. But again, one Vicky doing many, many things, is I still am going to finish, because it's half finished, for the gel plate class, all of the kind of Cole's notes or summaries for each video. Over the holidays, I'm going to finish those. So I will post that on that board if you guys still want that information, because I feel every time I say I'm going to do something and I don't finish, I feel bad. So I'm going to do that. But yes, I will put the photography back up, and then a part 2. I've talked about it a lot, but I have to have some downtime to do these things. So hopefully it's something I can work on when I take the couple weeks off during the holidays. Okay, flipping the camera now for reals. For reals. Because I got stuff ready. I'm very excited. So my hoop, can you guys see that? I painted it with the gold glaze. I love how that turned out. I painted the board with one coat of white paint. But it's going to be so fun. I'm going to have another drink. I have to keep drinking. Oh, Miriam, part 2 of the gel plate class is 100% happening. So for some of you guys, because I have not posted the gel plate 2 yet, if you have family members, like say you have a son that's like, Mom, what can I get you? I have no clue. Just get a gift certificate to the store, so that when I post the gel plate class, you can totally use it for that, right? Your hoop, you painted black. I love that. Yeah, I love that. I'm loving this because my hoses are rainbow. I don't know what color everybody did, but I'm loving the gold. You do whatever works for you. I also was very inspired. Irene posted some things, and I'm like, Irene, you're so smart using the stars. I'm totally going to use the stars on mine as well. Irene totally inspired me. So I'm going to use some stars from Warm Wishes as well. And then I'm going to show you some things today that we're going to do to start in prepping. So hello, friends. Hello, Robin. How are you, my sweet friend? So I talked to everybody for 30 minutes straight, right? So I'm sure some of you are like, holy crap, is she ever going to get started? I don't know, at some point. But, right, it's just what you get when you're on the Vicky show. She just talks a lot and a lot. So I am very happy. There's only one coat of the gold glaze on here, but I love how that turned out. So what I did is I just foam brush too. I would have to say is your friend for covering wood quickly and evenly without brush marks. I can see your comments, Amanda. My comments are not working. I have to keep refreshing to see. I see it. Is the chat slow? It could be. I don't know, Denise. I was looking at the camera, so I had eye contact, and I missed lots of your comments. But the Epson PictureMate page says it can be used with smartphones and tablet as well as iPhones. Yes, it is amazing. And the other thing that I talked about in my photography class is make sure when you get it, if you are going to travel with it, that you get yourself an external hard drive that you can download photos from your phone. You want a USB port that will hook into your phone and then has it's not a USB, but the port that will hook in your phone and then has the USB port. Because a lot of times when you travel, like say you're going to a crop or you took it to a hotel with you, their Wi-Fi will not allow your phone to speak to the computer. Like there's firewalls. So I always travel with the little USB, no, what is that called? Thumb drive that has the little end that will attach on my phone. And I just bought it when I was in the States at a Target. And it is the perfect thing. And I saw my friend Lil was in Hawaii and she couldn't get her printer to work. And that's, I would have shared that with her. I would have said, friend, make sure you get one of those before you leave, because I always travel with it. It just goes in, sorry, my nose is running, goes in the bag with my Epson PictureMate. Let me see if I have it down here, because I did have it for the photography class. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But it is super helpful for anything that you're using. I do. Oh my goodness, it's your lucky day. Have you ever seen Vicky get up and find something that easily? This is what I'm talking about. So this hooks into my phone, and then this hooks into the Epson PictureMate, and I can download all the photos off my phone, and then you never have any problem. It's a thumb drive, whatever you use, it's a thumb drive, right? Isn't that what the term is for this, Dandy? But I have linked it before. I love the SanDisk one. And if you search it, SanDisk one, if you search it, I bought it on Amazon. If you took my photography class, all of the links are there too, right? Where are you watching? You're on YouTube? And you say, I wish I could see these other comments. I'm only on YouTube. Yeah, and I can see YouTube and Facebook on here. So everything that I can share, I will. iLeaf is a brand name and you can find it anywhere. Okay, yeah, but it is, I'm telling you, if you have the Epson PictureMate, this to me is something, say, Santa, will you put this in my stocking? Because I really, truly believe you need to have this with the printer if you're going to travel with it, or if your Wi-Fi goes down, this is what you need. Or maybe you can't get it to connect on the printer. I love that I can put this right in. You download the app from SanDisk, and then you can just upload your photos to this thumb drive and then put it right into your printer. Beep. And then it comes up on the screen on your printer and you can pick and print your photos. I edit everything on my phone. Pick Tap Go is a favorite. There's a couple different ones, but I'm not going to share all of that. I'll post the photography class again, and you'll find there's so much info in that class, right? Because I've been doing this for a long time. So yay. So I covered this with the gold glaze. All I did is put the glaze right down on my craft mat, misted my brush with a little bit of water, and then went around. There is only one coat on here. I'm probably going to quickly throw, while we're talking, one more coat on here, very thin one. Let that dry while we're getting the other stuff ready. Because if we're going to start putting our leaves on here, I will probably want another coat of paint. Okay, so let's do that while we're chatting. And I can read your comments. So all I did was go in. I just took a little bit of glaze, misted my brush, although my brush is wet because I just washed it, and then just went around and quickly, like what's nice, if you do 2 thin coats of paint, then it will dry pretty quick. So I'm just getting, because I can see a little bit of brush marks on here, although it can be completely charming to have some of those little brush marks. And then I'm going to get the inside of the hoop. Look at, that's way too much glaze on there that I put down. You aren't going to need anywhere near there for the second coat. All right. This is going to be so much fun when it's done. And you could do any version of this. You know what's nice, friends? You could really take, I'm going to say we, and then I'm like, I'm trying not to commit to things that I can't actually do. You could do a version for Easter with any holiday, or even just one that you love for every day. Could be really fun. So I'm just getting a little bit of paint on here. So we have 2 coats. I'll set that aside to dry. Clean up the mess that is my desk. And then we can move on to the next step. So what my plan is for today is I'm going to glue the houses down onto that whiteboard. We are going to build some layers of snow. I'm going to add leaves, like the greenery, onto this hoop. And then on Tuesday, we're going to put it all together. The final step. Okay, am I missing questions? See, Natalie to the rescue. She is very clever, my friend Natalie D'Souza, and she will help you with the things if Vicki, one, is not paying attention because I'm looking at my hoop, and because she's smart. So what are you guys up to today? Is anybody crafting? Or is anybody scrapbooking? I hope you have a little bit of time. That's very awkward how I was holding that. Let's see if I'm going to wreck it by putting it flat, because this is the other side. We'll see. But I don't think so. It's a very thin coat of paint. And I'm going to set that aside to dry. It doesn't need to be perfect. Ish is fine. Okay. Where can we put it? We'll put it on here. Oop, there. Okay. And clean up. Throw that in the water. I am scanning old photos of me for my December daily. Like, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Oh, went away. For your Christmas album, are they old Christmas photos? I want to know right now, while you're doing that, have you come across a photo of like a favorite Christmas present? Like one from a kid, when you were a kid, a favorite Christmas gift? Can I tell you one of mine when I look at old Christmas photos? My inchworm ride-on. Does anybody remember that? Inchworm was a ride-on toy, and it looked like a big worm, and when you bounced up and down it would straighten out and it would come back together on the wheels. That is my favorite memory of one of my favorite, plus all the Barbie stuff right off, but I remember my inchworm. I loved that freaking thing. My first Christmas and my favorite present ever. I love it. Yes, that is a blast from the past for sure. Does anybody remember? And Mrs. Beasley doll. That would probably be the same Christmas, was my inchworm and my Mrs. Beasley doll. Does anybody remember that? What was that from? Family Affair? Is that what Mrs. Beasley was from? I am totally dating myself, but I know there's some of you out there that'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I freaking loved that doll, Mrs. Beasley. And then the other one, she was a doll and her outfit was pink with white polka dots. And you'd pull a string in the back and she would say, "Mommy, I want a drink," or whatever. I loved that doll too. Yes, from Family Affair. Oh, I love that with Buffy and Jody, right? Totally date myself. But yes, Mrs. Beasley, and then the pink doll with the white polka dots. I don't remember what she was, but I love that. Donna's just finished making background papers. I love it. With Mr. French. Yeah, I forgot about him. But Chatty Cathy, I had one of those. Oh, is that what she was? The Chatty Cathy doll? Freaking love that thing. And Baby Alive. Oh, we could have a whole conversation today, about those things, like those things that we loved as a kid, but the toys were the best. So look what I'm doing. I'm grabbing a box and we are going to spray some of the trees. So Mr. Tim Holtz and Mr. Mario sent me a whole bunch of bottle brush trees because I was like, Tim, my friend, I want to finish this project, but I don't think I can get it to me in Canada in time. Creepy Crawlers was your favorite. Was that the one, Denise, where we made them and ate them? Was it the toy where you made the jelly candies and then ate them? Is that Creepy Crawlers? I don't think I ever got one of those, but I wanted it so bad. I so wanted that thing where it was like a jelly machine and that like it was like weird science and you would make them. I think that's the one. Oh, the diary with a lock. That was a big deal, Julie. Having the diary with a lock. Big deal. Okay, so I'm grabbing trees. I'm going to decide because I don't want to take them all off there. Let's grab some from my little package. Easy bake oven. Oh yes, my family had to eat so many cakes that were cooked by the heat of a light bulb. I can't even tell you. The Sears catalog was the biggest thing, right? When it came in the mail. And I would sit and I would circle and highlight and cut things out. Oh, it was the best. So my idea for my trees is I had cut out of cardboard and I cut one out of just the actual backing for my foundations paper. But what my idea was is when I go to spray my trees, that if I just slid them into the card, it would protect the base, but then I could handle it without getting it all over my hands. So I just kind of did that. And then I'm going to spray into my fancy spraying box. But then I just put my tree on here, my bottle brush tree, on to the card, and then I can protect the base and my hand, because you've met me before. I could end up getting it all over me. And the colors that I grabbed is Selvage Patina and Rustic Wilderness. You used to earmark the pages. Oh, yes, those were the days. So I am going to take this, hold it, so I don't get it all over me, and then just let's see. So obviously these are not going to be dry in time, but I love now, right, that I can just turn the card around, spray my trees, and let them dry. And I'll still get it on me and all over the place, but right? Perfect. I would recommend, so I'm not going to do these all with you guys, but I wanted to show you. That's what I'm going to do with all of my trees. Okay. But this is going to take a while. It's going to take a bit to dry. I'm not going to lie. I will probably put a rubber glove on so I can pull them off. Although, oh, look at friends. You totally can pull it off the base. Ah, look at, I was smart and didn't even know it. I'll still have it on me, but, and then I'm going to set it aside to dry. Let's do one in the other color. So much fun. And then we can put snow on them. We can do all of the things. Maybe that one will be dry so I can show you the snow after. What is hybrid scrapbooking? It is a combination of digital scrapbooking and manual scrapbooking, like regular paper and glue. So some people will print out elements, or they might design things on their computer and then print out their images. But what color am I using? That one was Rustic Wilderness. And these are just the two I grabbed. I might end up using some more color. And these are Distress Spray Stains. If you're new, it is a Ranger product with Tim Holtz. Do you have the Christmas tree mica sprays? I do somewhere. I'll have to pull them out. Yes, I have all of the things, right? Oh yeah, do you want to see one of those? But I don't know if I want to do metallics, but I have all of them. Remember, I sold them on my site and I was late, so everybody was like, woohoo, couldn't find them anywhere. Where is it? So yes, what Stacy was asking is these are the mica. So there's Holly Branch. Here is Tree Lot. So the only difference with what I'm using is has no glitter in it, and these have mica in it. So when you spray them, they'll be sparkly. Can you see the mica on the bottom? So I'll test a tree later with that, but I wasn't planning on using that on here, but you totally could. Any other questions? So yes, I missed it, right? I didn't miss it. I got it. Okay, let's try another one. And I'm going to do it with Selvage Patina. This is going to be a nightmare because I don't have gloves on, but whatever. I'll just give her. I'll take one for the team. Okay, until I can fix up. But I want to try this color because it's going to be like a bluey color. And then I thought I could spray some green with it too. But let's try it, okay? So this one is Selvaged Patina. I don't know if it's going to be too turquoisey, but we'll try it. It is a little turquoisey, but I'm going to use that with some of the Rustic Wilderness just to have a different shade of tree. I really do like this. This is kind of that vintagey bottle brush tree color. Okay. And then let's do a little bit of the Rustic Wilderness with this. So I'm going to do kind of like a two-tone tree. I love it. See that? Very pretty. So I'm going to set this aside. Oops, look at what Vicki just did. No, I didn't get my base dirty. Let's try it. But look how pretty that color is. Can you see it? And I'll set that aside to dry. And move my mess that I made, my mess box. And then we can add some snow and bits to the tree. This one's base needs to be sanded, so I need to put it on something because it's going to make a mess. Here we go. We'll set it in this cup for now. Okay. So I wanted to show you that. That will be one of the things that is going to happen. Because remember, don't drop it, Vicki. Here's my villages all ready to go here on the extra board I bought because I placed it so I could figure out. And we did some two-story. Some two stories. And then I did put tissue in all of the windows. My church with, do you see the little, this was for Jill, the little stained glass windows. This one I put 3 colors in it. I hope you guys can see that. Little stained glass window. But then when I switched to the white tissue paper, I love it. So if you put tiny lights in this, if you are so inclined and you wanted to drill holes in the bottom of the board, or you wanted to do maybe a cardboard layer that you pop the lights through, you could totally light these and then your windows would shine. Question, what size are the trees? This is called Tree Lot, I believe. When Mario shipped them to me, he put them in the bag because he said, do you care if I take it out of the packaging? And I said, no, I'm fine. with that if you can get more in a smaller box because shipping's so expensive to Canada. Just a second. I think I ordered a second one from Simon Says Stamps. So let me show you what the packaging looks like, Jill. I have a humongous box of Tim Holtz here. That's why next Sunday we're going to use Warm Wishes and Tim Holtz to do something fabulous. But I'm looking to see if I have a package, it in a package. And if I can find one, I will show it to you. But friends out there, I think it's called Tree Lot, isn't it? The smaller tree pack. Oh, what's this? Yep, look. This just shows you, because I order things 12 million times and don't even remember, Tree Lot. So it has different sizes of the trees. So these trees are anywhere from, here's a ruler, about 3 inches or 2 3/4. And the littlest one is 2 inches. So that gives you an idea on scale. Okay. So my village is ready. It's completed. The gold roofs, I love them. Like, I love this project's going to be so pretty when it's done. So I've done those things. Now, what I feel would be a good idea, I'd like to give you an idea for the hoop, right? The hoop, I can't tip this, is going to sit behind the houses like this. And then the leaves are going to go up on just part of, and I'm going to do something in the middle. And you could do a number of things that would be very cool. You could dangle some little ornaments from the top, which would be so pretty. You could dangle JOY from the top for joy, right? You could die cut or use letters that you have, joy. Could hang from the top. You could put a banner across, which is what I'm contemplating. Like, I would like a banner where I could put words across it, and then the leaves will come on the top and bottom. But that's kind of the idea here. Okay. You should invite Tim next Sunday. Yeah, I wonder if he would come, even pop in and just say hello. I love him. He is one of those people who just inspire me all the time. Our styles are nowhere near the same. Tim and I scrapbook, craft. Well, he doesn't really scrapbook, craft, mixed media in a completely different way. But oh my goodness, the stuff I learned from that man, right? And that's what I hope your takeaway is here is my style might not be exactly the same as yours, but there is something to be said with you can learn from everybody and get different ways of how you want to do things. So things that I'm going to be using to decorate this are, I've moved everything, so just give me a second. The pearls, like the baubles. What else do I have? You could add candy to this. I have tons of things. Let me show you. So I can do the same thing with these, and I can put some alcohol ink in a cup and just color these. I could leave them, the baubles, cream color, and just put them in like snowballs or little mini snowmen. You couldn't find the metal word at Dollar Tree. You don't have to use the metal word. You could totally cut one out with your die cutting machine, or you could use chipboard, right? Whatever that you need to do. Yes, Tim is fantastic. Totally adore him. Have forever. I have lots of different things like, oh my goodness, look at these adornments, snowflakes. And I collect it every year. I have the hugest collection. Look how pretty these are. There are little gems on the end of each snowflake. Can you see that? Yes, he speaks to my heart. Even though, like I said, I don't necessarily create. Like, I'm always the rainbows and butterflies version of distress. But that's what is magical about distress, is it doesn't matter if you like to go grungy. You know, you have an option there. If you are all about bright colors, you totally can do that too, right? Totally love that. It's really, really awesome. Okay. So I'm trying, oops, you guys, I just went to squeeze the lid on this and there was no lid and I almost sprayed that right across the room. That would have been really bad. That would have been really, really, really bad. And then other things I found when we get to the snow portion is I've had this around forever. I have some glitter, ice, mica. Well, what is this? It's like little plastic flakes of iridescent. I might use, don't know, have it. Because I got doing other stuff and didn't grab everything. I know I have a bunch of chunky glitter from Tim. I just have to find, because anybody else like this? I organized all my stuff and I organized it so well, I don't know where I put it. So I have a whole bin of Tim Holtz mediums, Ranger mediums that I have to figure out where I put it, which I will look for when I'm done today. I have the Grit Paste Snowfall. I have some Moxie glitter that is just a white glitter. So I will definitely be glitterifying things. I know for some of you are starting to twitch even thinking about using glitter, but I want my snow to sparkle. So I have that. I have some glass glitter if I want to use it. I also found, do you remember, I don't know if it's still out there, Flower Soft, but I have some Flower Soft, which I think would be perfect for snow. So I have some of that as well. So I could use any kind of like amount of that. I don't know what I'm going to use, but yeah, mica flakes. I have a whole bunch of stuff. See you later, Stacy. Going to make gingerbread houses with your kids. I love it. Enjoy. I bought 2 sets for my teenage kids too. I have glass glitter. This is a Finbar product, right? Finnabar. I do know her. She's a friend, but I'm never, is it Finnabar? But it's Finnabar. Some vintage glass glitter that maybe I'll use, don't know, but I've grabbed all the things. So with that being said, you have snow paste. Yes, I have snow paste around here too. I have all kinds of things that we're going to make snow with, right? But remember, I was having issues with my Tim Holtz dies. And my lovely friend Julie said, Vicky, try your Gemini because your Gemini will probably work because it has lots of pressure. And I did it. And Julie was right. It was the best thing. I'm trying to find my pokey stick thumbtack. But here, this one will work. So I can get it out. Yeah, it's beautiful. Her products are beautiful with Prima as well. If you're looking for amazing mixed media products and another amazing maker to follow, you can't go wrong. She's amazing. And she lives in Ireland now. I love it. But I met her the first time in, of all places, Puerto Rico. And then I taught at a Prima event. I have loved Prima and Prima makers for many years. My friend Frank Garcia, I adore him. So like, you know, I will tell you, I am not the only person you need to be following. There's tons of people you can inspire. Just don't leave me totally. I will share all of my friends with you because I'm like, yes, go discover. But please don't leave me. Come back and hang out with me. You know, don't dump me for your new best friend. So I was able to cut. I love this. Look at that branch. These dies, and using it. Another great investment is, I like the Gemini, I have to say. Very happy with that, but it is a powerhouse, let me tell you. You met her at Whimsadoodle in St. Pete's. Yes. I loved that store. I taught there one time, but have known or knew the owner and her daughter for many, many years. And actually would always pop in there when I did HSN. Love it. Who could leave the crafting Yoda? The crazy Canadian, right? But yeah, go and find all of the people. But definitely don't leave me. Sorry, I'm going to cough. I know, Deb, we're BFFs. Sorry. That's what today's going to be like. The talking is hard. So clever, have the perfect spot. Anybody else like that when they're organizing things? So one of the questions is, what sizes are these? And I will tell you what these dies are, because these are 2 packs of the greenery dies, and I will show you. Oh my goodness. And my room is big. And remember, I told you guys that I was organizing it because now that I've been in here for over a year, it was time to put things in their place, get rid of things, rearrange. And I did all of it. But now I'm going to have a notebook where I have it listed where I put the things, because I don't remember anything. And one of my things when I designed this room is I needed things behind closed doors, because when it's all out there, it hurts my brain. So now I just have to find out where everything goes. So these are the 2 packs of silhouette thinlets that I have. Sizzix. So one set is big and one set are smaller pieces. Trying to see what the exact name is. So for the smaller ones, it's called Holiday Greens Mini. And the number is 661597 Holiday Green Minis. And I have linked this on the original video. I linked all of these with my share sale links. So if you want to see exactly what it is, so it's that one. And then the other one is this set, which is called, I don't know where the name is on this one. It's the original Holiday Greens. Okay, Holiday Greens is what it's called. So the biggest one is 4.5 inches. And then this one is 4 inches, 3.5, 3, 2 3/4, and probably 2.5. So that's about the sizes. This whole stack here, I cut out with my silhouette and tried to do similar, just easy greenery cuts. And the biggest one was 4 inches. Okay, so 4.5 inches and down for your greenery, depending on the size of your hoop. You might go smaller than that, right? But I do love these dies. Like I said, I struggled with the die cutting machine I was using. The pressure wasn't even enough and they wouldn't pop out. And when I put them in with Julie's suggestion, she said, Vicky, try it with, because she knew I also have the Gemini, the electronic machine. She had suggested using that, and it was magic. Worked perfectly. Super smart. Right? You always learn something new. So that was my golden nugget. And I am also ordering, you guys have to remind me to order my sidekick, because I do want to order the sidekick. That is another Christmas. I have a lot. Anybody else buy a lot of Christmas gifts for themselves? I can't tell anybody. My mother told me, and I'm sure she's out there. Don't listen, Mom. Cover your ears. She told me to stop shopping for myself. And I said, I will. I won't buy anything else. And then I told you I bought those wolf and badger dripping paint earrings. But I'm going to put them under the tree. And then everybody's going to be like, who got you those? I'm like, I don't know. Santa must have bought me these. But I've wanted them for a long time. And then when I was watching Selling Sunset and one of the girls had them on, I'm like, see, that was meant to be. I need to order them for myself. It's too bad I didn't wait till they were on sale. I just bought them. Just did it. Yes. Ooh, question. Do you use this precision plate with those? I totally used, I'm telling you, I'll show you. Look at my magic mat. And you'll see it really, really, really bites into it. But oh my goodness, the release is amazing with the magic mat. And you just heat it with your heat gun and you can flatten it out. But freaking love this thing. I wasn't lying to you. I'm like, you need the magic mat. Is so good. And Santa is magical. no word of a lie, man. He knew I wanted those earrings and he got them for me, and he's putting them under the tree if they arrive in time. And then you will see me wearing them over the holidays because I thought they were made for me with the dripping paint. I was very excited. So you don't so you don't with a magic mat? What is that question, Denise? So with that, so you have the proper amount of pressure, I still needed both plates, the magic mat, the thinlet dies, and put that through my Gemini. I needed all three of them to put it through. Vicky, which Gemini do you have? The big one or the small one? The big one. And Michelle, there's a reason. I'm not primarily a card maker. I do all crafts. So I think for any of these machines that are smaller are great for card makers. But if you are going to do anything that you're going to be working larger, it's the same with the mink. Like my friends would say, which mink do I need? And I said, if you can afford it, I would just always go with the bigger one. If you have lots of crafting time and you have the money to spend on it, have both. Like I will totally get the sidekick because I think now for running sentiments and little pieces through, because now I am a card maker and I wasn't before as much. I always made them, like I always made cards, but now I am totally in the card making community. Like I am there now. That one is having a hard time getting this out. So just a second. I am loving the whole idea of card making, I think too, because my kids are older and I love that card making is crafting that you can do in shorter spurts of time, where with scrapbooking is a time commitment. And sometimes I don't have the photos printed. So that would be feedback on why I have the larger machines is so I can, this one's going to rip. I'm going to tell you that now. Oh, it didn't, but it didn't feel like it was going to come out, but it did. Okay. And then make sure you clean out all these pieces. Don't keep putting it through because you will find you won't get a good cut if in these open spots. And I have this tool too, right? This is supposed to help with things, right? Cleaning your bits up. I bought it, right? I think I can go over the stuff. But there again, this is Vicky who, like other crafters, would have time to go and look at things. And if it isn't something that I can just figure out quick, it takes forever before I use it, right? The village dies in the sidekick 100%. If I would have had that, or if I would have kind of figured that out ahead of time, Yvonne, I would have bought that. You would have saw me using it. I would have bought that sidekick. So I'm totally putting an order in. I'm getting that. So if you guys know if it's on sale anywhere, let me know because I'm going to buy that today. Put that order in today. Yes, all you guys have the tricks. And I love when you share them with me because just because I do a lot of this stuff, some of it, right? I don't know the tricks. I love, and that's, I always say card makers are the smartest because card makers have all of the stampers, freaking all of the little tricks. Not that scrapbookers, I'm not trying to insult anybody out there, but I love the tips and tricks are the best thing. Isn't that not your favorite thing when you learn things that you're like, I never ever thought of that, or that's a great use for that, that if I wouldn't have watched that YouTube video or listened to that crafter or hung out with my friends when I was crafting, I wouldn't have known that. So I love that. Tips and tricks, right? Vicky, that roller brush works well. Okay, Julie. Do you use it? Because the reason I bought one is I was at CHA. And are you familiar with Rochelle Christensen? She does a lot of work with Tim Holtz. I actually called her by accident this week. I said to my car, call Riley, and it said, calling Rochelle Christensen. And then she messaged me and said, I saw you call, you can call back. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I would never have just called you out of the blue. I was trying to call my son and I crank called you. So she was using it in the Sizzix die or Sizzix booth. And I went and got one, but I don't even really know how to use it. I have time to watch the videos now and learn from them. I need to. So I'm just going to sort of lose my dies, put them here, Let's clean up the bits. We're going to sprinkle some snow on my leaves, because what do you guys think? I think because we're snowing the village that my leaves need to have some snow on it. What did I just do with my paper towel that you guys saw me using? Because it's the easiest thing to wipe on this sticky. This craft mat is sticky, so you can't see. Just pick anything up. I need to get a wet paper. Oh, there it is. A wet paper towel. So I get it when I see it. Yes, I use my roller brush always to start releasing from the die. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll have to learn the things. That's what I said. I need some downtime, but that's the other reason why I'm gonna put an ad out and hire some people to help me, is so I can really focus on the crafting creative side of things, because these last couple of years wearing so many different hats running this business is that I don't have the creative time. And if you are a creative brain, I need to feed that all the time, right? I feel like I need to find things and inspiration, so that I always have that kind of hunger to learn and do new things. So I know that I need to find time to do that. Ooh, look what I just did. That just happened right in front of your eyes. But there's tons of ink in that. But I will give them a little blast with a dryer later. Better though. But they're not dry yet. And that had a whole bunch of ink kind of pooled at the top of that one. This one's a little bit more dry. A little bit more dry. Okay. I knew I would not come out unscathed. Lifelong learner too. 100%, right? I'm never done. I never will know all of the things. So what the plan is here is I have a whole bunch that I cut out with my silhouette, and I have them in a couple colors. I know that I'll probably go and cut some more of these branches out in different colors. And what my idea is I'm going to use my hot glue gun, because I think it will be the fastest, right? And the idea then is to just, we're going to go through and layer the greenery, and I'm going to do it up here and a little bit down. And then this is probably going to be the point where I build from this way and in this direction. So then I can put a banner after with, remember I have the metal words, so I can either use the metal words or I might use a die cut, not sure. But I do know already from the greenery I have that I want one more color of green. So I will be doing that, right? But I think we should put some snow on this, and all we're gonna do is I'm gonna get some white paint, and I am going to flick on the greenery, and that's how we're gonna do it. And then we can trim it. I can put some on, and if I want to shape it, I could come in with my scissors after and trim it. So for today, what I want to do is start building that out so you guys can see that. And then also I'm going to glue my houses down and start putting the snow on the base. And then once that's done, that will be it for today. We can chat for a little bit longer. And then what I will do on Tuesday is assemble and put the finishing pieces on it, right? You turn the TV on to watch you, Vicky, on the big screen, and hubby was like, what's going on? Oh, wait, it's Vicky, right? I love it. Hello, hubby. Hello, Diana. Okay, so let's do the things. I'm going to get another craft mat so I can just lay it here. I'm going to flick some white paint or watered down gesso, whatever you have, on my greenery. And we're going to start doing that kind of building. This is what I love about this crafting community. I'm going to get some clean water too, is I love that your family members know who I am and totally support your love of crafting and community. It is super special, right? I have a couple husbands that I owe emails to. They're going to be like, I liked Vicky before, but I don't like her now because she didn't respond to my email. But please explain to them it's not on purpose. I'm just always running ragged, right? Running ragged. Vicky is trying her best, but failing miserably a lot of the times. So I know I have craft mat here. I saw it. And do I have some little brushes? Let's see. Stiff enough. I wish I had a toothbrush down here. It would be perfection, but I do not. So let's see if any of these will work. If any of these will work. Gotta leave. The kids are arriving to make ornaments. Thanks for joining me for a little bit, Dorina. You know I always love having you here. Hello, Karen. How are you feeling? Karen had the flu this week. I hope you're feeling better, sweet friend. Vicky, will you look at my order this week or restock the store? Yes, Julie. And if there's something in particular you're looking for, let me know. I'm trying to get, like, I would like, because I have all of the Tim Holtz iridescent crayons. I'm forgetting. I just forgot. Distress crayons that I want to get up, and I'm going to put in a pack with a killer deal. I am trying to do that. I might do that tonight. So I don't have to stock everything in the store, but I have tools and a whole bunch of things. So I might get that up tonight, and then you can let me know and I'll condense and do all of the things. But you're not a bug. I'm bad. So you're not the bug. I'm the problem. So I'm going to put down a whole bunch of my greenery, and I'm going to flick some paint on it. Certainly not you. Every time somebody emails me and apologizes, I'm like, friends, don't apologize. I'm the problem. It's not you. Right? It's just not enough of me to go around, and it's definitely not an excuse. It's actual and factual, but I need to fix it because it's not okay. So yes, definitely. So yes, a lot of this greenery I cut with my silhouette. I just looked up greenery and pine and was able to find these. And what we're going to do is make a watered down white paint. And then I'm going to just flick it. Put an apron on. I don't think I have one handy. I'll try not to flick it on me. And I'm going to just flick it on my leaves, and then they'll look like they were coated in snow. We could also, if you wanted to, put glitter on them. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet, and it might be an after fact. Like I might do that later, right? I am a problem though. And it makes me feel bad, Kathy, because like I said, there's husbands who have ordered kits, and I don't think they realize they're pre-orders. So like always, like I said, I was talking to my mom and I said, why every time I think I'm good, that I have planned it out, we should be good, and then the product isn't here on time. And I said, every single time I spread it out and I put the class dates even later, and it doesn't matter. I can never win, but it makes me look like I'm really disorganized, and it's not the case. It's the case is that the product just is, everything is so delayed right now, right? So I just took some white paint here, and I'm just diluting it with water so it is light enough to flick. And I'm just going to flick it on here. You know what, Karen? And if you get a machine, because you're a card maker and you probably would love the dies, totally I would do the Gemini. I would totally do the Gemini. So I'm going to put this cheapo brush that I have here, and let's see if it will work. Oh, it's working. Okay, so it's messy. Oh my gosh. Stop doing that, Vicky. Guess where else it flicked? All over everything here. So give me 1 second. We've got to find another solution, and I've got to wipe it off of, because it literally just went all over my room. It's on my remote. It's all over this whole room. Oh, yes, it's not the highlight reel. It's the reality. So let me find another box. We got to fix that. Oh, my goodness, friends. you know what I need? Let me see if I can find it. What would be even better is if I could find my spray ink. Yes, look at this. So you can do that, what I just did, but you need to be smarter. So what I'm going to use right now instead is I have my Dina Wakley glossy white spray. Oh my goodness, right? Oh, Vicky, you're such a doorknob. I just sprayed it everywhere. So now we're going to use a spray paint. But yes, this works. You just need to put it in something so your splatter is contained, because my splatter was most certainly not contained. My splatter went literally all over the place. Doorknob. Well, keeping it real like always. You need to hire at least 3 elves to fill and build your orders. Well, this is what I need, Kathy. I need an assistant. Like, I need somebody who works with me, and just somebody who is very type A, not Vicky type. I need a virtual assistant who can do my social media. And then eventually I need somebody who does fulfillment. So when I get a chance, what if you just open the lid and tape the lid tube? I'm not sure what that means, Karen. So I'm just gonna pump this, and hopefully it's gonna work, because you know some of these have to be primed. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, it feels like, just a second. There we go. Oh, it's awesome. So I'm gonna go very high. Okay. And move them around. Vicky, where are your tweezers? Because you need them. Just a sec. Here's the whole problem when you have so much stuff. And I have so much stuff. And then it's like, Vicky, where did you put that stuff? Because I organize my stuff all the time. Is anybody else like that? Do you organize your stuff and then you have no clue where you put it? Hi, that's me. So what I'm going to do is take them and just transfer. Who cares? I don't care if I have a tweezer. It's just going to be on my hands. And I'm just going to move some of these so I can move it into the center. But this is working beautifully. I am a huge fan of Dina's products. And that is working well. If you have Tim's picket fence, you could totally use that too. See what I'm doing? So I'm not wasting the spray. I'm going to just tap some into. I have nowhere to go this week, so if I have paint all over me, I'll be totally okay with that. Okay, and then I'm going to let them dry a little bit. And move into the center. So yes, the picket fence distress sprays would work as well. This is just the first one that I found when I walked over to my crafting cabinet. So that works very well. I think this is going to add the charm these need as well. How we doing, friends? Yes, I organize a lot, but mostly because I have a small space and a lot of stuff. So this is what happens is I organize the things, and then, you know, it'd be very fun, friends, too. If you put a darker piece of cardstock, lay all of your leaves out and then mist, that you could use that background paper for another project. So instead of wasting, that could be very fun. So look at that as an option too. I find stuff easier in the chaos. Yeah, maybe. That's a problem that I created for myself, is I don't know where I put anything. So I'm going to have to work on that. For time's sake, I'm just misting. I'm not going to grab all of the things. I'm just going to put these things down. Let's mist it and create. But I love, don't you love that I show you all the craziness? Like I said, you are never living the highlight reel when you're doing stuff with me. You're getting the real life crazy every single time. Yes, I love that, Irene. I'm going to do that too, is make some snowmen. So yes, you are killing it, my friend, with your crafting. I am loving what you've been making. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So now pick them up, put the next ones on. I have about 6 sets of tweezers. Don't you think it's awesome that I have no clue where they are right now? Well, we know the other thing Vicky's going to have to be working on, and that's cleaning up and organizing and inventorying her craft space so she actually knows where all of the stuff is. It's ridiculous. I freeze up in chaos. Yes, I understand that. That's why I don't have open storage, right? When I designed this room, I did not have open storage areas because I knew I needed to have it closed away, because I have a hard time focusing when there's stuff everywhere. And we're all different, right? Some of you are like, that's crazy. If I can't see it, I won't use it, you know? But I know for me, I need to have it away or it doesn't work well. It does not work well for me. So we all need to find what works, right? I'm just putting some of these down in the pooled white because I like when they look like they have a little bit more snow on there. So it's not all consistently the same. And this is what I'm going to look like. It's going to be awesome. And you know, because if you have hung out with me long enough, you know I'm going to have to clean up a bit before we move on to the next step, because there's little mist of white paint everywhere and it's going to make me start to twitch. And we're all different. And that's what's awesome. I would not judge you if you like just throw stuff on the floor and you're like, I have this little area, and you know who I'm talking to out there, because I've been in some of your craft rooms, or in craft rooms similar, where that's how you work. You have your little section that's cleaned up. That's what you work in. And then you have piles of wonder all over your room. And I would not judge you. I'd just be like, I work differently, but that's what makes all of us come together and create such fun stuff, is that we do it all differently. Okay. So these are all the die pieces that I used or cut out with the Tim Holtz dies, and absolutely love them. Very intricate. And that's what you get from the Silhouette would have a hard time, or the Cricut cutting some of these pieces might tear, but the die works beautifully, right? Piles of wonder. You know what I'm talking about, right? No judgment, but it's the same, right? With no judgment, that Vicky has to go and clean up all of the stuff or she'll twitch. So now I'm going to pick up these. Oh, so pretty. Not pretty? And I might add up, because I know I'm going to have to cut some more pieces than what I have here. I know I'm going to need a few more. And I will just do that on my own after. And I do want one more shade of green in here. But in my typical chaos that I tell you I don't want to live in, yet is the reality half the time, is I had a whole stack of green cardstock, and I don't know where I put it. And that was just from Friday night. And I wasn't even down here, so I don't know what happened to it. I think I have gremlins. Okay, one more blast. Clean up this mat. Well, I don't even care. I'll clean the mat later. It doesn't even bother me. But I will then have to give my desk a quick wipe. So thank you, Dina to the rescue. Dina to the rescue. How we doing? Do you still have watercolor round brushes in stock in the store? Which ones are like these ones, like this kind of thing? I do. The number 8 and the number 10. I have to mix this because I know that it's not very white right now. Okay, let's clean that off so it doesn't clog. There we go. There's the cap. Good enough for right now. My little earrings are going clicky, clicky, clicky. It's going to require elbow grease, so I'll probably have to clean that after. But we will give this a wipe. But this is what the magic with your craft mats are. Is even, and this is the one that I sell in my shop, the American Crafts one. So it's white and a little bit thicker, but we'll clean that up later. I will go put that in the sink. I'm going to wash my hand quickly and get some more paper towels. I don't think the washing of the hands is going to matter with this, but we will get at least some of it off. And thank goodness, because my friend Michelle sent me some Solvol, so I can just wash my hands with that later. It's awesome. I know that one came from New Zealand. I don't know if it's a product that you find everywhere, but she did mail it with my favorite candy. In New Zealand, they have chocolate. I love black licorice, love it. And she sends me these black licorice with chocolate in the middle of it. And I have to say, it is the best candy I have ever had. Sorry, I'm jiggling the camera, friends. There. I can handle this. I can handle this level of mess. But here now, look. There's my greenery, right? Probably sticking together as the paint dries, but now we have our little thing of greenery. My gold hoop. So if you're just joining us or new, welcome, because I know a lot of you guys find me, especially on YouTube. This is going to be a hula hoop-like design. This will go on a wood board. This is the wood board. It will be attached. Remember, I told you guys, what are these called? Like piano hook or whatever, the sawtooth hook. My idea here is this will fit, because you could just glue it, hot glue it, but I don't know if it would be sturdy enough. So I will put this on here after I flatten the sides out, and then I'm just going to hammer it into the board. So it will definitely fit. I just bent it with my fingers too, friends. But I was like, what could I find? And I found this without having to go shopping. And then I will just bend the sides up, hammer it in. I will probably hot glue it as well. That will be on Tuesday. And it will get secured to the back of the board like this. So it's a hula hoop design. And then all of my rainbow houses will go on here with the greenery and the little sign. And like I said, you could put the sign, or you could hang ornaments or the words off the back, or you could string it from here to here, right? And then you could just slide them up and down on there. Would be really cool. Like, I think you guys could come up with like 10 million different ways to finish this, right? 10 million different ways to finish this. But my idea will be that this is going to go on here. I'm going to start with some snow on the board and gluing the houses. Then on Tuesday, I will secure the wreath. It's only part way with the word I have across it. and it'll be finished, right? So the only thing I'm going to have to watch is I might not put the house that goes right in front of it on the board yet until I secure this, and then that will be my finishing touch, right? Craft mat too. I do have some, Julie. I don't know if they're listed on my store, but I do have them. I have almost all of the things. The only thing that you guys have been asking for that is discontinued is my stencil brushes. American Crafts discontinued them. I didn't know, and I didn't get a chance to order any. So what I have now is all I have. Thank goodness I drink tea with no milk or sugar in it. So when it's ice cold, now I get to drink iced tea. Okay. So what do you guys want me to do? Start with a greenery, or do you want me to start securing houses to the base? And then I'm going to still do, by Tuesday, I'm going to find things to add. I totally agree with Irene with putting the pearls. I want to put 1 or 2 little snowmen in here. Wouldn't you secure the hoop before you add the houses? No, Natalie, because I want the plain board for putting the snow and stuff on. So I just won't put the ones on the front. We'll see, Nat. We'll see. But I know I want to add the greenery first before I adhere the hoop, because I don't want to build it on. Well, I could do any of the things. I could run and grab a hammer and we could attach the hoop now, whatever you guys want me to do, right? Because I could attach the hoop now and then just put it like this and do the greenery. The only problem is right now is I have to go upstairs and get pliers and a hammer to do it, right? But either way, I think any of it will work. But I didn't want to have to get finicky around the hoop with the snow. So my thought was to adhere the houses, and then as long as I have access to hammer that front piece in, because I could even glue this down. I don't even have to hammer it. I could glue that to secure it, right? Glue it to build the wreath flat on the table. Yes, that's what okay. So we'll figure it out. But I'm just going to go with my original plan. So the idea here, right? And I know I told you guys already, I am going to cut additional pieces out of these because I want one more shade of green. I don't feel like, I think we need one more shade of green. And here's the whole thing with what I'm doing here, because the houses are rainbow colors, we really can go a little crazy with our greenery. But if you only have 1 sheet of green cardstock, or you might have made your green out of misting the background or doing a kissing technique, use whatever you have, right? But the idea will be that we're going to place, and I need to clean some of this up, and I'm going to build it to probably about here and here. So my center point is going to be about here, on here, not really in the middle, a little bit further down. And I'm going to build out here, and I'm going to build out here, and then it attaches, but I don't want anything on this side. Does that make sense? We'll see you later, Karen. No, if I hammer, nothing's going to shake and fly away when I glue down, because I'm going to hot glue those houses, and then I'm going to build snow around them as well. So we will be safe. It will not feel like I'm shaking it all around. So I'm just sorting these out by size. Okay, so by size and shape, so I can grab what I need. And then I'm okay if I end up having to cut some more. Does that make sense? Like as we build, I might go, oh, I need a few more of this shape or this color. We can totally do that. Okay. So I'm just going to put them together. I don't know where that one came from. So I have these sizes-ish. And that stack. And that. So that is what I think will make it a little easier if I kind of arrange my pieces. Right? Just arrange your pieces. See you later, Bernadette. I know a lot of you guys are going to have to go to make supper and stuff, right? I'm sure my family's up there going, okay, another live. And are we going to get to eat today? Sorry, family up there. Sorry, fam jam. You're going to have to figure it out. Hello from Chile. Hello, Paula. How are you? So just sort some of these out and then we can build, just so at least I can find some different shapes and sizes kind of quickly. Like I said, kind of quickly. I don't know if this is fast, but I do know I will have to make a few more. I'm not going to have enough of these to finish the whole wreath, but I'm very excited. I think this is going to be, I wasn't sure when we first started. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going to do it, but I don't know if I love it. And then as the houses were built, I was like, okay, yeah, I like it a lot. See you later, Poppy. Off to work. I have to watch the rest tonight. We'll see you later, my sweet friend. I still have to figure out whose husband emailed me. I have to figure that out. And it's somebody in Australia. And I have to go through my emails because I don't want people to think I'm ignoring them. But I have to do that. Okay, let's just kind of start. So I have to turn my heat gun on, my glue gun, and we'll just start building so that you guys can see that, because this is going to take a while. Oops, that was me stepping on my cutting mat. Okay, here we go. So I ordered this heat gun or glue gun because Tim said this glue gun is great. The Sure Bonder is great, but the only problem is my glue gun is way bigger than his. I didn't know there were different sizes, and I just went on Amazon and ordered it. Please be careful as well when you're using the glue gun that you don't burn your fingers. It is the worst thing ever is the glue gun burning. Dina, D-I-N-A. So to find that, okay, Carol, Dina's name is D-I-N-A. Her last name is W-A-K-E-L-Y. Dina Wakely. Dina Wakely for the, see, can you see right here? So it's Dina Wakely Media Gloss Spray in white. It's a Ranger product, but that's, thank you. Julie just spelt it there for you. Right? I have a bowl of cool water nearby for my fingers. That is a great idea. So I have some glue. And it's right on my craft mat, so I don't care if it drips because I can just peel it right off the craft mat. This is why everybody needs a craft mat. You really need a craft mat for easy cleanup. Mine is a big, huge one, but I have all different sizes that I use, and is certainly helpful. So I will just load it in the back. We'll wait for this to get hot. It is currently set on high, but it will take a second to heat up. And like I said, I'm going to start building out, and then I can always go in, right, and add additional pieces later. But this is a fun part. I find this completely relaxing. Completely relaxing. You need a new one. This glue gun is the Sure Bonder. Sure Bonder. I also, and in my store, I'm going to be adding them. I have the new one from We Are Memory Keepers is awesome, and it comes in the stand. I don't think I have one downstairs, but I ordered a whole case of the new pink one. I will get that out and use it on Tuesday so you guys can see. But you're close enough, Karen, that I'll test it for you so you guys can see how it works. But I have the brand new pink one from We Are Memory Keepers. And it has the whole set where it has the holster and all of the little compartments with it. I have a whole bunch of them outside, not outside, but in my storage area that I haven't even listed on the store yet. It might be up there actually, but I find that I need to use it for you guys so you can see it and decide if you like it or not. Okay, we're good to go. So I'm going to start with this piece, right? And I'm going to just start building around. So right, I said that I wanted kind of my center point to be around here. So let's put a little dab of glue down. And don't burn your fingers. And then we can actually, and two is kind of build out with spaces so then you can still fill. So I might want to go in with the deeper green, right? Like that idea. And then I'll just start filling from there. So for that one, I'm going to put it on my leaf, on my branch. And I can clean up all of the little strings later. I'm going to just start filling it in. And don't burn your fingers, right? And then we can still layer on top. But you see what I'm saying with colors. Here's another thing that you could do before you add the snow is if you are like, I need a little different green, grab your distress ink and your ink blending tool and just put a little pigment on top, right? And that will work. That will work. And I think I have some of that Dina stuff to sell as well, friends, right? So definitely have to add stuff to my store. I'm so bad. This is going to be so pretty, but watch when you're building out, but then you might want it to fan out a little bit too, right? And some of these, if they're too long, there's no reason you can't snip them to build the size that you want. But I'm going to start with these bigger ones to begin with. And when I put a lot of these patterns down on my silhouette, I flip them so that you can use both sides. Like, see, as it curls around, you might want to flip the side of your leaf. Do I have any like that? Yes, like that one is flipped. Okay. Oh, the smell of a heat gun. And I'm going to put that down with my end of my paintbrush so I don't burn my hand, because you've met me before. I will totally go in and burn myself. And just to get it committed, press it down. And then I'm trying not to press on my branches as well. But see, friends, look at, oop. Don't burn yourself, Vicky Booten. There we go. It's coming together. And I also could go in and frost any of these branches after the fact too, right? And all the little hairs. Oh, wonder if my husband, I forgot we have steak in the fridge. He needs to come down and talk to me, because we should barbecue that. Totally forgot about that as I'm talking to you. Mine is a smell of burning flesh, right? Are you curling them or anything? No, not at all. That's just because they're only attached right at that one point. with the hot glue, and I'm going in with all the bigger ones, but then I'm totally going to go and fill with smaller branches to beef it up. Okay, I'm just kind of laying my pattern out, and then I can totally beef it up. So no, didn't curl it at all. That's just putting the spray gloss on there. I think the moisture from it added to that, and then I can go in and, like I said, just keep filling it. Where did I put that? Here. Oops. I don't want you off all rogue like that. You need to come in and press it down. And then for some of them, see, because they are like maybe up a little higher than I want them to be, when I'm ready, I can start to commit some of those down to the mat or to the hoop and then fill it in. And I will just start to go in and take pieces. Make sure you stop, you look at it, you lift it up, stand up if you're building, just so you can see exactly what's going on. And then just keep kind of sliding your pieces in and building around, right? And you'll start filling it up. You can, like I said, there's no reason you can't come in and give it a haircut if you want to cut some of them out. But I am just staying with that one size to start. Make sure I keep enough to come the other way and then to build onto it too. Hi, Libby. How are you? Vicky, sorry, you've probably mentioned, are these the older, smaller houses or the ones this year? Both, Libby. I use both sets, because I love the original ones, but then there's pieces in the new set. So I did use both because it is the one thing that I do with the Tim dies. I'm sure you're the same, Libby, because we're collectors of fine product, is I haven't bought the whole village. I need that next, I think, if I can still find it. But yes, I don't know, I'm like dancing around your question. It is both, Libby. And I owe you an email because I do want to take you up on what you emailed me about. So I'm not on purpose not responding. I'm just typical Vicky craziness. So I'm just building now. I kind of started my base, which makes me feel comfortable with just starting with the one style. And now I'm just going to go in and fill to change the style of some of the branches. Oh my goodness. Who knew we could build a Christmas wreath out of paper that would be as satisfying as going to the greenhouse? But I will need, remember I said I need one more shade of green because I'm using I think there's 3 shades here, and I am definitely going to have to go in with another shade of green. So I am going to, let's build this out to about here. I'm going to build out to here, but I want these branches to start to get smaller. And then, like I said, that to here. So this is where I need to get a couple more in here to build this. So let's do that. If you're like, what is she talking about? I will explain myself in a minute. But I do need to come down this way. And then I'll start in the opposite direction, right? They are tiny, Libby. It's exactly what I use. They're little tiny houses. It is very small and finicky, but I find it completely satisfying, if that makes sense. Like doing it with those tiny little houses. It's completely satisfying. Is Dawn still here? I saw you earlier, Dawn, and I didn't acknowledge you because I started talking about something else. But if you're still here, hi, Dawn. Hi, Vicky, watching from Whitby. Hi, Leslie, how are you? Yeah, did you see how small these are, Libby? Like, I don't have giant man hands. This gives you an idea. Like, yeah, they're tiny. These houses are little. But I think you would really enjoy this. And even do it in a smaller format. And don't forget, friends, everything that you see except for this piece, this I cut out of my silhouette. These ones were all cut out of the silhouette. This style here is silhouette. I found this on my silhouette. If you want to know exactly what it is, I'll look it up and I'll post it on here. But I just looked up greenery and pine, and these all popped up. And then I found there was this one. This one was on there too, which is fun, but it is really takes forever to cut. Takes forever to cut. So yeah, we'll just keep kind of like, see now, these are smaller. I cut some, I told you, started at 4 inches, and then I went smaller, like the same cut file. And I put 4 inches and then shrunk it down, flipped it. So they're going both ways. Although it's cardstock, you could just manually flip it if you want to. And then I'm just going to build in just to give this, I'm okay with some of the wreath or the base showing through. So you can do whatever tickles your fancy. Okay. And then we'll see as we get going that by building this half, I might need more of that cut file, which I saved on my silhouette software so that I could come in and still, so let's decide, cut more. See, I don't want it half. It needs to start a little bit, I think, here. So let's turn my wreath because I find it easier for me to build that way. So I'm going to start this piece here. Do I have a green one? Let's see. Yes, I have a green one. Oh, that's even better. My daughter has a cool machine. Yes. So I use both, right? This one is like the Tim Holtz, which I love because it's super detailed. And these ones, because I haven't cut very many, are what I'm going to go and fill with. And I find, like, see, when we add that, it really kind of switches up the look by having, just like you would if you made a real greenery wreath. By putting different types of greenery in here will really make it interesting. But like I said, you can find them on Silhouette, and I'm sure Cricut. I'm sure you can find cut files that will help you. Oops, that's a lot of glue, but I will be covering it anyway. And we'll put that guy there. And I might even be able to fit this one in here because that was a lot of glue, Vicki. Okay. There we go. See, these projects also, you notice, like, there's no way I can finish this in just one session. Like, it'd be impossible. So we'll get as much done now tonight before I really need to feed my family and myself. And then I will be back on Tuesday. So you'll know, like, I'm not going to complete this whole wreath while you guys are watching, but you get the gist. I'm going to beef up this side of it so you can see it, but you get what I'm saying, that then you'll build in. So they're going in 2 directions. But I'm not going to focus on this side because I have to cut a few more pieces of greenery. I'm just going to keep building here, and then I'll finish this end after. So you guys can see the gist of the building. And then, like I said, I will come in and build this side after. The pom-poms were supposed to be another project, Miriam, and I'm going to try, but I can't commit 100%. This is taking way longer than I had anticipated. And in typical Vicki fashion, I overcommit. And I don't know if I'll have time to get to the pom-poms. I want to make a whole wreath. That might be something, I don't know, that I'll just randomly one night say, hey, I'm on here, and you might not be able to watch it live, but I will do it. But I said we're going to do that. And then this has taken, look at how many lives just to do this wreath. So I need a break. So I'm not sure when that's going to happen or if. But like I said, I was talking to my friend Patty and I said, I think I overcommitted because I don't know if I'm going to have the stamina to do another one. So yes, I know. And some of you guys might have bought all of the things. So Tuesday, what time? I would like to get on here a little earlier than 8 o'clock, but then everybody has supper and stuff. So I don't, how do you feel about, well, because you guys don't have to watch it live. That's the other thing, right? I just made a little bit of a mess behind there. So let me push that in with something. I'll just go with it. I don't want to ruin my paintbrush. So I'm thinking, I'm making the mini pom-pom wreath decorations with my daycare kids to give to their parents. I love that. Spring pom-pom wreath. Yes, because I did green. So we could do it. Like, so if you have, I love that idea. There's no reason we can't do it at a later date, right? That's actually brilliant. Thank you for that. So now as we start to thicken this out, you just have to watch that it doesn't get too cray-cray. And the other thing that I'm going to also do for sure is cut some, that other color. I find we need one lighter green to mix in here. But yes, I bought all the stuff for the pom-poms, so I definitely would like to do it. I just don't know when that will be. But that is a good idea. Spring one, we could add like eggs and stuff on it. Would be kind of fun, right? Easter eggs. How is Devin enjoying? Devin is loving driving herself around. And now let's do 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Natalie says, yeah, 7 could work, right? What time is, whatever time is good for me. I get it. Yeah, whatever time. St. Patty's Day wreaths with pom-poms. That could be fun. Yeah, we'll figure out something. If I have a chance to go on here and do something, I might just peek in and do some stuff. But loving that. This piece is kind of big, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so let's fill in this a little bit more on the end here. And we could use one of these funky ones too. I like that. Do that. Sometimes crafting on the fly, it's good if I walk away and look at some of this stuff later. You know what I mean? Where I can come back when, because it's one thing I tell you guys always that you should do is you should step away and come back, look at your art. Sometimes it is definitely worthwhile to come back and look at it again later. Ooh, I love that if it'll stick in there already. But I have to add a little bit more glue. It's good to give your brain a rest sometimes when you're building this stuff and come back to it. Because a lot of these videos, if people aren't doing it live, right, they would speed this up. So this kind of monotonous part, but there's something to be said for the monotonous part because it is what helps you figure out how it's being built. I'm going to snip this guy and re-add him because it's a little longer than I want it. And then just re-add it in somewhere else. Now, to finish this, I have to decide. I might want to put some berries in this. I think little berries could be really cool in here. Or stars, right? what my friend Irene had done. Like we could totally do here, right? Some stars, layer stars here, and that could be really cool. And that might be what I end up doing. I'm not sure yet, but I think that could be very fun. That one's a little too big, but you get what I'm talking about, right? Or hearts or whatever you want to do. Could be very fun in there. Like layering some stars, not sure. And then we could put little berries throughout it as well. So that's kind of the idea, right? So yes, Karen had asked, how is Devin enjoying driving herself around? She is gone all the time now. Going to the gym. See you later. And then I drove, Riley was going to watch football with his friend, and I am like, you could have asked your dad to give you a ride. Like I was doing stuff. I was talking to my friend. And Devin's like, you could ask me. And then both of us were like, totally forgot Devin can drive you now. And she's like, too late now. I'm making my lunch. So she did not drive him. But I'm like, oh my goodness, Devin, I didn't even think of that. You may regret even that you just stated that fact. Because now I'm going to get you to do those things. I don't have to be the one all the time. Oh, love how this is coming together, friends. So make sure, like I said, you keep looking at it. And I'm okay for it to be wider here and then narrow down out here. So I want to find a fun one to finish the end off here, like a different branch. Maybe this, let's see. Do we like that? I kind of do, maybe. We'll see. See? So the other thing, as you're building too, before you commit, there's no reason you can't go around and fill in some sections and then glue them down after you kind of figure out your placement, right? And then this one, kind of snip the end off and put it in there. Oh, I love it. Commit. I'm missing stuff. Is there something that I'm missing there, Nat? Somebody's asking. Because I'm definitely focused on the building here and haven't been looking up as much. So I think Natalie's got you covered. If you need me, just let me know. That is where this side will end, right there. And then I'm just going to keep beefing it up. But you see how it's coming together? Just don't go too crazy. Make sure you take your time, look what you're building, decide what needs something added, what doesn't. Do we want one of these in here? I don't know. I kind of like that. This one is right. It's got a little bit more solid business going on. Glad that wasn't hot because I stuck my finger right in it. Oh, so fun, friends, right? So fun. This is where, and some of you might have looked at it and you're like, this is what happened last year, I think, too, is that you've been watching and you're like, I don't think I'm going to do this. Like, this isn't my jam. And then as we start putting it together, you're like, I'm really enjoying this. I might need to make one of these. And that's totally fine, right? But what I love is I scrapbook all the time. And what's nice with doing something that's totally different from that is it opens you up to things you might never have tried. And this is completely fulfilling to me. I find this whole project is very fun to create because it's outside of my normal wheelhouse, right? It's just very fun, very fun. And then a lot of you will watch, and I love it because this isn't the first time, like when we draw. A lot of you will watch when I do, let's make trees or let's draw flowers. And you're like, I can't draw. I'm not doing that. And then you watch it happen and you're like, oh my goodness, I love that. I'm going to try that. It didn't look as hard as I thought it was going to be. And you totally give it a shot. And I love that. Can I give you another little tip as I'm looking at this? I'm going to put a ball of glue down and let it harden. And then I'm going to glue this piece on top because what will end up, that will give me is a little bit of height, right? Then I can add that on top, but it has to cool. And then that will make this sit up a little bit higher. So I am just pressing on it, but I don't want it to lay right flat. So I'm going to let that harden. I should have waited for it to harden before I stuck it in there. But you can totally do that just to give a little bit of height. When we go to glue the houses down, I think the church on the background, I'm going to build with hot glue, some bases to give it some height. And then we're going to cover it with snow. So it will look like the church is on a little bit of a hill at the back of the village. I think that will be a fun little thing to do, is use the actual glue, hot glue, as a molding medium. And then we can just cover it with the snow. So just to let you know, that is one of the things that I think I'm going to be doing. Make sure you stop and look at what you're building. And I'm almost done. I'm going to build a little bit more in here. And then guess what? I think we're going to have to call it a quits for today. And then what we'll do, I'm going to show you, I'm going to put a few of the houses down so that you can get that part down. And then on Tuesday, here's the hard part. Okay. I'm going to show you some snow too, because that's all going to have to dry. That's the whole thing. Before you can assemble the whole thing, your snow will have to be dry. So before we're done, I'm going to put a few more leaves in here, or greenery in here. And then I am going to show you some stuff on the base, because it will totally need to dry before we can fiddle around with it. So yeah, let's do that. And then I will go and we'll have supper a little bit later, but it will be fine. I don't think anybody in my house is going to starve waiting. Sometimes I'll go up and Rich will have started something, but I forgot about that steak and I want that. Although I normally will have marinated it first, and I did not do that. But whatever. Maybe I can do a quick marinade. And then, see what I'm saying? Just kind of keep building until you are happy with the fullness. I think it will taper, go wider, and taper is what my plan is going to be. Taper, go wider, and taper. But we need another color of green. So you guys see where this is going, okay? So I'm going to move this aside and I will finish this, but you will need to decide how you want this to work, right? Look at already now. See the project starting to come together? Make sure you kind of look at it like this and go, like, right now I know it's too uniform. I need to puff it out. Like when this goes down, this has to puff out wider. Let me kind of show you what I'm talking about. Like I'll have to trim some of these pieces, but to give you an idea, this needs to puff out a little wider up here. Because it is too thin. So I will just, they're not stuck on here, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Puff out wider. Do you like how I just keep saying that? Puff out wider. Do you see that already starting? Puff out wider to thin and tapered. Yes. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Can you see that? How I made it thicker and then it will taper. And then that'll do same but smaller here. I love it. Very good. But I want you guys to see, because when I'm looking at it on my base, it totally needs to do that. So I'm moving this aside, totally loving this. I'm going to be coming, I think I'm going to put a holiday movie on tonight and just keep doing it. Now, that means I might go live in the private group. Well, not the private group, in our group. Because if I'm sitting here anyway, we could just hang out if you want to do that with me tonight. No guarantees, but just kind of check it. After I eat supper, I might come down here because I'm enjoying this and just keep doing it. You need chunky snow or glitter on some of the ends. We'll get there, Natalie. Remember I said that when I go to put the stuff on the base, that I will add and put finishing touches on, but it needs to be all built before we can do that, right? We can't do that right now because it would, one, take forever to dry, and two, so remember I already set my plan up for how my houses are going to go. So I'm going to put those in front of us. And what I'm going to show you for right now is how I want to build them up. Remembering I'm leaving space at the back where the wreath is going to go, right? I know that we can mark it. Where'd I put the little gold thing? There. So it's going to go at the back here and be attached. So I'm going to put a little pencil mark, knowing that I need enough space to attach. So here. Kind of gives me an idea. Yes, you're doing all the things at the same time. Yeah, 100% agree with you, Nat. I'm going to put finishing touches, some berries in there and some glitter snow on the ends before I attach it. So it will all be stuff that will come. See, so friends, this is why your craft mat, look at all those little glue duties, little boogers, totally clean up. So if you don't have a craft mat to work on, it definitely is your friend. And it's one of those things you'll end up having a couple. I will have like at least 2 craft mats going so that I have somewhere that I can have 2 messes going at the same time. So we have this little red guy is going to be the one that is kind of center stage. I'm not adding him until last because I will put my base down and then we'll attach him. Now, I love this little church, but I think it would be cool if it stood up a little bit. So if this one's here and this guy's kind of in the corner with the tree over here. So what I thought would be cool is why not, watch, this is an idea because I'm going to be covering it with snow. Where did I just put that pen? Soul. Do you guys see it? Oh, here. That I want him. Think about here. Will the tree fit? Yes. So I'm going to trace around the base so I get an idea. And then I'm going to build an area that I'm going to let cool. That can give me some height for that church to sit on top of. It also can work as little mounds of snow that are kind of gathered around your houses. So I'm going to do that and let that cool. And then I might come in and put one more layer. So when that church sits down on top of it later, I'm getting a little bit of height for it, right? It's almost going to be like a little hill, it fits on. Would I wind in battery light strings now before houses in the end? Yes. If you want this to light up, definitely. You could put your, Natalie's always multitasking, Suze. She is one of the busiest crafting people I know, right? She's making dinner, editing videos, crafting something, and being all around awesome all the time. Yeah, totally awesome. So once that cools, I'm going to do one more layer, and I just want to give this church is going to be kind of sitting on a hill of snow. So what's nice is I could paint it white, and I could also, I'm going to do some more little snow, and I can layer some of my texture paste and snow on here as well. So I'm just kind of building this base that it can sit in. And then you have to let it cool, right? If you want to build some height there. And then I can totally put my medium on here. So I'm going to let that cool a bit. I'm going, because it's not cool, it just all blended into it. But where do you purchase the large craft? This one here, they don't sell anymore. I bought it at scrapbook.com, but they don't make it anymore. And I don't even know how they would ship it. Now, I was lucky because I was there filming and I bought it while I was there and put it in my suitcase to bring it home. It's a Ken Oliver craft mat, but I don't know if it's made anymore. But you can totally check that out, right? It's Ken Oliver. You could check that out, but I don't think it's on there anymore. I'm going to delete that because I don't know what that is. Natalie, do you see, is that a question in, I think it's in Spanish or Portuguese? If you can help me with that, my lovely Spanish speaking friend. I'm not sure. The other one, I don't know what that was. And because I'm not sure if it was swearing or not, I took it down. But so this is the whole idea. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue to my base. And then do I have the glass mat? I do, Miriam. I have the glass mat. Love it. It is in my craft cabinet. But yes, I do have that and love it. So I'm not going to do this everywhere, but the ones that are on the back, just I think by raising them a little bit, right? I'm afraid to burn myself, but oh, I think that's sitting up. So let's put another row on top. I would like to glue one down so you could see it. So then my whole idea here will be to I think it's still too hot, but I'm getting layers of snow. This is cool. You could totally, if you had blue or even paint the base of it, you could do an ice rink on here, friends. Okay, I am not sure, but putting links on here, I'm sorry, friend, that is commenting. I'm going to delete that again, and then I will block you because you're putting links to things and I don't know what it is because I don't understand the language. So, but she doesn't understand English. Well, hola. And I am very happy that you're here, and definitely whatever you can take away is awesome. That wasn't the one that was the issue. There was another one that was posting, and I'm not sure what they're doing, but they're adding links, so don't know what it is. But wouldn't this be fun? You could totally do an ice rink, right? So I have to let that completely cool, or do I just commit to the height that that is? I'm not sure yet, because it's just melting into the glue that's there already, right? But there, Natalie is awesome too. You guys, thank you for helping me with the Spanish. So what the next step I'm going to do when I come back down here to play a little bit tonight is I'm going to adhere everything, and I'm going to add snow. And what I was saying with the snow is there's a couple different things you could use. You could totally tint it too with the gloss spray, but I have this one, which originally Tim used to make snow out of grit paste and glitter. So now the snowfall one is grit paste and glitter. But I will also add glitter by once I put down the grit. You can use grit paste, you could use texture paste, whatever you want to do. And I will use that with my palette knife, and I will go in and I'll put some on the roof of the houses. I'm going to put some on the trees with glitter. But when I go to add the glitter, I'll use my matte medium. So this is Old Label, but it's the matte acrylic gel medium, and I will sprinkle glitter, and I will also sprinkle some of the mica flakes. So all of the base will be built, and I'm going to do some of that. I don't know, because I would like you guys to be able to see, right? Oops, see, that is not set. So once that cools, I'm going to put a second layer on. I'm going to unplug my heat gun for right now, or my glue gun. Yes, as a alternative for the silicone play mats, or even the ones that you can get with the baking stuff, whatever you want to do. Like, I know the one that I sell is not expensive. The smaller white one from American Crafts, I think is under 20 Canadian. It's not super expensive, but that is what my plan is, friends. Okay. Is that as this sets, I'm going to build this on here, and then I'm going to start covering the board, put the trees down, build all of it. I'm just not going to put the center house there, so I can still access with my hammer and hammer the hoop on once I get the other bases on. Thank you very much, Kim, for mentioning about thumbs up for the video, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to flip the camera around and talk to you guys for a minute, so you get the idea of what our plan is now as we proceed. But you see, right? This stuff all takes time. It will be worth it in the end. But these projects that you see, I hope this makes you feel better about it when you're crafting. They don't take 5 minutes to do. It is hours. Like I think the one girl out there who did the wreath from last year said that it was like 22 hours of work. 22 hours of work. It takes a while, right? So it's coming together, though, I have to say. Like, this is so much fun. I'm loving this. And I agree with what Natalie had mentioned, is I will totally go in here and I'll frost some heavier chunks of snow, because right now it's all very monochromatic snow. And I'll put some glitter. I might end up putting some berries in here too, because I think that'll be fun. I'm not sure. Something's going to go in the base here, and then I'm going to put my title across, probably on it like a banner. But you definitely could hang. Wouldn't it be fun if you hung ornaments from here, or the word joy hung down like ornaments? Totally fun. So many options. Do whatever makes you happy. I'm sure some of you guys are going to make something that I'm like, oh my goodness, I wish I would have thought of that. Or, oh my goodness, I love that you hung the pieces, and we saw another option. So is there a place where you showed how to make the one from last year? Yes, it is on Facebook, on my artist page. I will link it. I'll try to find it. I'll find it because Natalie has linked it before. And this is the one from last year, if you guys want to see it. This is the one I made last year. We made the wreath, but I added it on this board. I had this board, sorry, it's backwards. This board from Jelly Bean Soup that actually it worked perfect. And I just chose to put it on something because I don't have anywhere to hang anything, right? I don't hang stuff on the walls at Christmas. So I love this because I put it in an easel and then I just set it out. And then we went with this one, if you can see, was very neutral, and love how this turned out. So this was the one from last year. I'm sorry, it's all crooked. I apologize. And very fun, right? And then this year we decided to do rainbow. So this one is rainbow and way more color. And I'll put this one in my craft room. Like I will find a spot for it to go somewhere in my craft room. I might have a hard time putting it away. Right. Vicky, drill small pilot holes before you hammer. If you hammer only, you'll split the wood. Yes. So I will take the nail and I'll do little things in there. Or I don't know if I have a drill or whatever. But Natalie said, Vicky's artist page on December 9th and 5th. You put the links on there. Thank you, Nat. So yes, so you can find the videos. Like that one was a long one last year too. This one is even a little bit more. I'm doing a little bit more, but we're gonna add, like Natalie was saying, I'm gonna put snow and glitter on my trees. So some of this I'm gonna do off camera and then you will see it. But I could do some sample ones. I'll do some sample ones on Tuesday. Like, so things that I've completed already, I'll just show you how. How about that on Tuesday? So even though you can't, yeah, we need Vicky VB power tools soon. I'm telling you, crazy lady, right? Need all of the things, but it's so much fun. I thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching after the fact, please still leave a comment in, you can still comment on Facebook as you're watching, but in the comment section on YouTube, please leave a comment there. I love that. If you haven't already, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss anything when we go live. I have so much planned for 2022. We're going to be doing so many things and a lot of artful things. I have a lot of classes I have planned, some where it's kit based, at least for my 3 collections for the year. And then as well, we're going to be doing some online classes I think I'm going to do some drawing classes and a couple of different things that'll be fun. And definitely gel plate 2, which is going to be making our own stamps, our own like texture plates, so many things that are going to be for part 2 of the gel plate class. So it's all coming, right? And as always, thank you so much. Don't forget to check out on Vicky Booten artist page on Facebook and on Instagram. I will be doing 5 days of giveaways, 5 days of giveaways. So it's going to be fun. And then I will see you on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, right back, same bat place, same bat channel to finish this project. And then on Friday, again, here on Facebook and on YouTube, I will see you and we will be doing another kind of fun. I think we're going to make some cards on Friday too, because I want my card makers to feel included. And then on Sunday, what is the date on Sunday? I forgot already. The 19th is going to be at 3 p.m. We are going to have a bonus kind of Christmas party. And I'm going to use Warm Wishes and Tim Holtz Christmas stuff to make some tags that you can make into a tag book or use as gift tags. So, or add into your December daily, documenting December, whatever you're doing. So it's going to be so much fun. So thanks as always. This was a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. And you guys are awesome. I hope you enjoyed that. I really think it's coming together. It's going to be so much fun. And still, again, thank you to Jill for asking me to make a second church, because this is everything to me with the little stained glass windows and the blue church with the purple. I love it. So it was very good. So thank you very much, friends. I will see you on Tuesday. We will finish this beast up and then talk about the next part. Make sure that you send all your friends and leave comments on the giveaways, and you'll see more details on that posted as well. And we'll see you guys later. I'm going to go make supper and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday or Monday, whatever time it is in your part of the world. And we'll see you later, guys. Thanks, Nat, for your help as always. And see you on Tuesday, friends. Have a great afternoon, evening, day. Bye, guys.